House to Home, brought to you by RE/MAX Diamond Realty.
All right, we got a fun segment for you now. Liz and Gina are here from RE/MAX Diamond Realty Guam, and every week we answer questions dealing with Guam's real estate market. Tonight, ladies, we are going to pose questions asked exclusively by our online viewers. We asked people on Twitter, on Facebook, on our website, and our app, and these are what they said. So this is all coming from the community, not me, so don't take it out on me, please.
And hopefully we have the answers.
Well, of course you are. I don't think there's anything on here you guys wouldn't know. Okay, question number one, and either Liz or Gina, you can jump in. How many hours of study, this person asks, each week should I plan to spend when I prepare for the Realtor's exam?
Actually, when they prepare for the Realtor's exam, there is a class that is given by NICE School, and in the class they prepare you for the exam. It's one of the requirements anyway, because when you're getting your Realtor's license or your real estate license, they do require that you have so many hours in order to get your license, and part of that is satisfied by taking this course.
Mm-hmm. So if you do additional work on top of that, that's just
of course,
to your benefit.
Yeah, you'd have to participate in the class, and there's reading material. There's also CDs that they give them.
How long did they have to take that class for? 6 months?
It's a 6-week course.
6
No,
weeks?
it's
Okay.
6 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And and I think it's kind of an individual thing. I'm a slow learner. So on top of the class, I'd probably need to spend 2-3 hours a night reviewing the material.
You also exhibit very strong false modesty, but
But it's true. For me, I have problems taking tests. So, some people get nervous.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you take the test, you may know all of the answers, but have a hard time. You just get nervous during the test process, so it's hard for you. So I would suggest you do additional study hours, at least 1 to 2 hours, and it's really dependent on the person.
Okay.
So if you're confident and you're a good test taker, then don't worry about it.
Excellent. Piece of cake, right?
Yeah.
All right. So question number 2 says, I'm new to the island as a military dependent, but ladies, I have a realtor's license from the mainland. Does my licensure automatically transfer to the Guam market?
We don't have reciprocity, meaning your license stateside is not applicable on Guam. You would have to take the exam and the course in order to be licensed, but we do welcome stateside real estate agents that relocate to Guam. We have had a number of them that have entered the community and are currently doing real estate.
Now, how about between Guam and Saipan?
No.
Unique territories, unique rules.
Well, exactly. See, that's the key here. We get educated on the real estate laws, how they apply in that area. And that's the reason the license doesn't follow you where you go. You can't just take your license and work in Guam, because you're actually learning how the laws are applicable here and how they pertain to Guam real estate. So that's why you've got to go get take the class, take the test, and then get licensed locally for each area you go to.
Okay, that is certainly good information. Our next question says, I'm a first-time buyer, ladies. I graduated from college 2 years ago, and I recently married. Congratulations, whoever you are. And I've cleared all my other debts besides my student loans. How do I get started on securing a home?
Well,
This is a unique position to be in, young, maybe in your 20s.
Well, usually when people enter the market for searching for a home, first of all, they have to be gainfully employed, and the bank will not process any loans unless you've been employed for a 2-year period. So 2 years of employment minimum. You would have to provide them, of course, all your financials, your last two years tax returns, because they want to see what your income process have been, your income basis, and of course, most importantly, your credit. Have you been paying all your bills on time? And how, because if you've not paid any of your debts, that will show up on your credit rating, and your credit scores will be pretty low.
And even though this person sounds like, again, graduated from college 2 years ago, probably 24, 25, but recently married, so we can assume they might have dual income.
Yes.
Yeah. And maybe they have been working, going to school and working at the same time. So, start with the bank.
Yeah, and it's not impossible, as you've said.
Absolutely not.
There are systems in place to help you every step of the way.
That's right.
Yeah,
and if they're not able to get the loan this time around, at least we can help guide them so that they're better prepared for the loan next year or the year thereafter.
Yeah, I mean, that's the reason, they go to the bank, they get their pre-qualification set, and then they start planning. If they can't get the loan this year, they start planning for it. The bank will tell them how to plan what to do.
All right. Well, we are 3 for 3 so far. You have yet to be trumped. Let's see how this last one does, because last question here. They say, Liz and Gina, I'm looking to buy a small building and make it available as a residential apartment building for rent. Okay. I love animals and I'd like to make my building pet friendly. Does this have any effect on what I can charge or things I need to account for with the government? If they're making the apartment pet friendly, are there any stipulations?
Well, there's nothing in terms of government. The government doesn't dictate how you conduct your business with your, the only thing the government is concerned about is paying your gross receipt taxes. Do you have your business license? But in terms of your management and operation of your building, that's totally up to the owner. Now, we do have owners that require pet deposits when a pet is, when the family has a pet. That is something that they could, of course, enforce and require when you lease, a unit in that building.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's great to have something unique that you could advertise about your property, and that would be, I think one of their questions is, does that help, right?
Yeah. Does it have any effect on what I can charge?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. It's very unique.
Differentiation.
Yes.
That's right. It's
Business
unique to
101.
say, pet friendly, because a lot of places here don't allow pets.
All right. Well, thank you so much. This was fun. And tell you what, let's
you.
do this again. If you have any questions for Liz or Gina about anything having to do with Reslate, hit us up on Twitter. We are at @GuamNews_KUN, and we will get them on a future episode. We are back right after this. Thanks for watching.